Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Hi guys, hope you are going well. So it would appear that the appropriate 20 years has passed, which means it's time to dig up something beloved from my childhood and remake it for the youths. This time around, it is Jumanji from '95, which was pretty near and dear to my heart growing up as a kid. All those African animals rampaging through the suburbs and Robin Williams being bombastic and as larger than life as ever, which he did to a T. It was really a fun, wild family adventure, and as a kid of the 90s, I was all about it. 2017's Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle is not a remake or retread as I originally thought it was. It's actually a sequel, so a standalone sequel though. You don't need to have watched the original '95 Jumanji to get anything in this film. That crudely cut and rustic board game, which was originally how players got sucked into the world of Jumanji, here it has now been turned into a video game, is how you get sucked into the world of Jumanji. I suppose they have adapted it to suit better the youths. Kids these days. It is 4 high school teens in detention that come across the dusty, beat up Jumanji video game that they begin to play. They start by choosing avatars for themselves, and you know, it's the characters that they will be when they're playing the game. So they pick out the characters for themselves when they get sucked in, and what do you know, they literally embody the characters in the Jumanji game verse. So the ditzy, pretty, popular girl becoming Professor Shelley Oberon, Mr. Professor Shelley Oberon, mind you, played by Jack Black. The persona of these real world characters now embodying the strength and skills and weaknesses of their game characters. It's predictably quite a funny situation, them experiencing these body switches, body parts and all throughout the duration of the film. It's obvious humor, but it got some laughs out of me and a good twist on the Jumanji story. So these 4 teenagers are now in Jumanji, played by Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart, Jack Black, and Karen Gillan. It's all about the chemistry between these actors, which makes the fun of the movie. You know, I'm okay with that. I will see The Rock in anything. Absolutely anything. San Andreas, I love that movie because of The Rock. He is just the ultimate badass slash gentle giant in the same human. He does a single eyebrow lift like nobody else. Turning the Jumanji board game into a video game, I didn't mind at all. I get that they're modernizing it, that they're trying to appeal to a younger audience, and that's fine. I just wish that with the video game element that they went harder on it and that they really fully utilized the full potential of it. I didn't quite get some of the rules that they had set up for themselves, and I felt that when they entered the video game, it started off really strong, building that video game world, but quickly petered off and just turned into a general adventure quest. Now the story, that was like surface level only. Nothing deep, barely any character development really to speak of. Although I will say that there were a lot of positive messages built into the story which fit very nicely with that more family-friendly tone. If there was something that I was really disappointed with, that would be the visual effects. I thought that they could have done a lot better with the realistic look of the animals. Although, however, I feel like the movie built itself a loophole because the story is all set within this video game. It doesn't feel like the animals have to be truly authentic because they're kind of in a game. Having said that, a little bit more time spent on the snakes, on the bugs, on the rhinos wouldn't have hurt. Overall, yes, this is an entirely forgettable movie. I did get a few laughs out of it, and most of the enjoyment comes from seeing these characters be fish out of water in their own bodies, especially The Rock. For me, he just carries this whole movie. That is it from me, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Comment down below your thoughts on Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle. I'd love to know. Don't forget, you can also subscribe to my channel here and keep up to date with all things movies and TV. Do as well click that little bell icon so you can stay notified every time I post a new review, and I will see you next time. Bye.